How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. And I wanted to take you through the game that just happened between the Bulls and Zebre because this was an absolutely amazing performance. And if you guys haven't had a chance to go watch it because the Bulls just gave an absolute hiding to Zebre 63-24 at home. And we just saw some of the most unreal bloody rugby on show. I wanted to make this video because I am loving the way the Bulls have been playing recently. And it kills me as I'm a Sharks fan to see just how bloody good the Bulls are playing. But at the same time, to see South African teams flourish the way the Bulls are, it's hard to ignore. And like I said, they have just been putting in absolute performances. Now, yes, I do understand that Zebre isn't exactly one of the better performing teams in the URC. They're currently sitting in 15th with only 27 points to their name. But they are still a strong squad. We saw that what they were able to do up against the Sharks, who are only sitting 5 points below the Bulls. So Zebre are by no means a team to be, you know, overlooking. The Bulls really had this game dominated from word go, and that's just kind of how it set through the entire game, like literally through the entire game. We saw Peterson get a try on the second minute of the game, and then Johannes just had an absolutely brilliant kicking game all throughout, converting damn near enough anything. The guy, his boot was golden today. And we did see tries from Van Staden, Vessels, Van Heerden, Kutsia, Forster, and so on. It's just like it was just terrific, terrific. But yeah, the game was controlled by the Bulls from word go, and they just dominated in every single aspect of the game. Zebre really tried to, they really tried to put up a fight. But when a team puts nine tries past you, nine conversions too, it is ridiculous. 91 carries, nine line breaks. You know, it's like, okay, what could they have honestly done to get any better? You know, what could Zebre have done to stop the Bulls in this kind of form? Their passing play was on point. We look at, their movement, their defensive tackling, you know, it was just on point. And this is why Bulls rugby is quite possibly one of the most fascinating rugby out there. I'm a very big fan of top 14 rugby because it is very fast paced. There's a lot of movement going on, and the Bulls are just one of those exciting teams that get you up and ready to watch, to watch a game because you don't know what's going to happen. You do not know what's going to happen. And, we look at the performances from Berger and Johannes. They controlled the park. They dominated the park. They managed to control tempo, manage the game throughout perfectly. And, you know, they they just had an absolutely stellar game, which is something you want in your players and something that you want, especially this time of the season. We have the back end of the season. We only have a couple games left, and this is where you want to be having your players performing at their absolute best. And this is exactly what the Bulls are doing. Their performances are getting better and better. They're getting stronger. They are gelling so much better, so much quicker. Than what they were, and really putting in a very strong end to the season. A very strong end to the season. So it's like, okay, what more could you want in a team right now than a team that's putting nine tries past teams? We look beating Leinster 21-20, a team that was damn near enough unbeatable. They were running through pretty much everybody, and they actually ended up beating the Sharks, who were fourth place. I think it was 10-7 by the end of the game. It was a tight game, but ultimately Leinster came through with a win, something that they couldn't hack up against the Bulls. Like the plays were just unreal. They were on a completely different planet. And it goes to show this is the kind of performances that the Bulls are putting in. They are hardworking, right? They got some serious engines. I mean, you look at the likes of Creole, who is just an absolute monster, right? Absolute monster. And then Forster as well. They are so good when it comes out to carrying that ball. Peterson is so quick. He's got ridiculously good feet. Jacobs as well. But not only that, Devin Williams. Devin Williams. Remember that name. Devin Williams. The guy is just phenomenal. Yeah. Like, this is just ridiculous. Yes, he is. He's 32 years old. He's not exactly the biggest of stature, but the way this guy controlled the bloody game, it was ridiculous. It was on another planet. And what more could you want? That is a 15's job. He did it perfectly. He did exactly what you wanted. That playbook, this is what you need to do. That is what he did. And it goes to show he had a good amount of experience through his career, understood what needed to be done, how it needed to be done, and when it needed to be done. And he bloody did it. He did it. I mean, it is always nice seeing players like Ruan Nohia, Walker Lowe come in. I do love a bit of Walker Lowe. Boyta Chamberlain coming in as well, putting in some pretty good conversions. 26 years old, still got a lot to prove, like a lot to prove. But honestly, I feel he can do it. He's got so much. He's got so much talent. But look, what could we what can we say about the Bulls that isn't being said right now? Is nothing. They are bloody phenomenal. There's a reason why they're third, and they're going to be causing Glasgow and Leinster absolute nightmare problems. But like I say, especially when we get later on into this tournament, this is the kind of performances that you do want to be seeing. You know, really, really start being more prominent and really coming through with heavy, heavy wins. Because it's not the team that destroys everyone in the beginning of the season that wins. It's the team that finds its best form at the back end of the season. And right now, that is the Bulls. We saw what Ireland did in the Six Nations. They were so strung up against England, so strung up against Ireland. They lost to Leinster. Sorry, they lost to France. Bulls. Um, and then all of a sudden, we start seeing them go downhill, 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 because Ireland still managed to win their last two games of the Six Nations, but they were close games. They were scary games. Wales put a lot of, a little step into Ireland to say, "Ooh, what's happening?" Same thing that happened today with the Sharks. A very close call. Are we seeing Leinster have the same downfall as Ireland did in the Six Nations? I don't know. Could we see the Bulls win the URC? I don't know. It's spicy. Honestly, I think the Bulls are in for a shout to win the URC. I really do. So let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below, and catch you guys in the next one. Bye.